We are here at the Kenne Supercharger headquarters facility. A lot of you guys may remember this. This is the last time we got 1200 horsepower on my 2014 Shelby Gt500. But today we have a new beast in town, the brand new 2020 Shelby Gt500. And today we're gonna go ahead and run the base dyno numbers so that we could go ahead and track and see the process of going from stock to 1000 horsepower. So we're gonna go ahead and see what this Predator motor is capable of doing, its potential, and so much more. So we have it strapped down and we are gonna go ahead and run it very, very soon. One of the things that we have in store that I'm super excited to bring you guys is a 1200 horsepower capable Kenne supercharger to go ahead and slap on the 2020 Shelby Gt500. And we have the 3.6 liter right here. And this is basically going to be the future for this 2020 Shelby Gt500. Next Saturday, we are going to be ripping it. I'll make sure to record absolutely everything, but that is the goal. It should be very, very simple to go ahead and do with the Kenne supercharger. As you guys have seen in my videos previously, we hit 1000 horsepower in 4 runs. Is probably the easiest thing, and with this blower you could do miracles. So definitely going to go ahead and start off with the 1000 horse. This is the 3.6 motor, which we will go ahead and start, and then we'll go ahead and move on to the 4.9, 4.7 later on for testing. The last YouTube video has a couple thousand, but on TikTok it has over 45,000. So I just requested 20,000. You guys have superseded that here, so I guess we're gonna have to slap something really, really big and rip this 2020 Shelby Gt500 to its max. Again, one of the coolest things about the Kenne supercharger is how well it looks. Look at this chrome polish right here. It looks so beautiful. One of the most beautiful superchargers out in the market right now, and you guys could just see the big old mammoth, the throttle body, the liquid cooled, and everything regarding the Kenne supercharger. It is so gorgeous, and I love the valve covers, the Lucas oil. Lucas oil is really, really good. I have it equipped on my Shelby Gt500 too, but this thing is going to be beautiful. The American Racing long tube headers, they actually tested this 5.2 liter to 1200 horsepower already, so they are ready to go ahead and put on that, but we are going to test to see how much this stock can go ahead and handle. It should be a pretty cool video, and we're just gonna warm up the car and see how much she could go ahead and make. Go ahead and do some open exhaust and then close exhaust to see if that would do any type of difference, which is a mystery because a lot of you guys think that exhaust does add horsepower. So we'll go ahead and do that testing for you. We'll do multiple runs. We'll see exactly the limits, the power of this 2020 Shelby Gt500 and everything with it. I'm super excited to finally run this. It is going to be a very great foundation of what this Predator motor is capable of, as well as its potential. So we're gonna go ahead and get lots of data with this dyno run, and then we could go ahead and analyze those numbers to go ahead and slap the 1000 horsepower Kenne supercharger kit. So enough talking, the 2020 Shelby Gt500 is strapped down. Let's go ahead and fire her up and rip it. So that was STD Smoothing 5, 705 rear wheel horsepower. Very nice.
Pretty good for stock.
Yeah, very good. Here are the results. Under SAE Smoothing 5, it came out to 690 rear wheel horsepower. And then for guys that want to see the standard configuration, which is just environmental correction factors, it made 705 rear wheel horsepower. This one made 701 rear horsepower on SAE Smoothing 5. So as you guys can see here, climbs all the way up. We actually did not rev all the way to 7,800 like we did previously. So if we would have kept on going, it definitely would have gone a little bit more. We're gonna run it one more time here since we stopped at about 7,600 RPM. And then again, this is on SAE. If we go ahead and look at the standard configuration, you can see it could have kept on climbing until we hit the 7,800. And you can see that there's something here that decided to keep on going while this one did not. So we're gonna go ahead and run another one, see exactly what we can do with the most horsepower that we could get out of the stock GT500. So as you guys saw, it made 717 rear wheel horsepower. Ford actually claimed that this has 760. So if you do the math, this drivetrain loss, the transmission and everything regarding the drivetrain, only has a 7% drivetrain loss, which is absolutely insane. If we were to go ahead and take the standard drivetrain loss, which in the industry it is 15%, we're looking at 840 horsepower to the crank, which is absolutely insane. The drivetrain is very, very efficient. So 760, this is completely stock on 91 octane gas here in California. So that is so insane. In this case here, it looks like the drivetrain loss is only 7%. So this one matched the last one at 713 rear horsepower, STD smoothing 5. And then let me go ahead and show you guys the SAE factors here at 697 rear horsepower, all the way up to the 7,500 mark again. All right, so here are the dyno graphs side by side. The blue dyno graph is with the track exhaust on, and the red dyno run is with the regular exhaust. So it looks like the regular exhaust mode actually made more horsepower than the track exhaust. So that just goes to show you guys the different modes that the Shelby GT500 brings. And it also shows that, well, it looks like the track mode just makes more noise because it was a lot more louder. I don't know if you guys could hear in the video, but in this case here, regular exhaust actually makes more horsepower than the track exhaust mode. And that's by the active exhaust in. And again, that's SAE smoothing. And if you guys want to go ahead and check out the standard configurations, we're looking at 713 and 717 rear wheel horsepower, which is pretty insane. All right, and I got something pretty cool to show you guys. So in red, we have the GT350, and in blue, we have the GT500. And as you guys could see, the complete difference with the GT500 keeps on pulling, while the GT350 just keeps on pretty much flatline from, what is that, 7,000 all the way to almost 8,500. So you guys can see the complete difference with these two animals here, and the GT500 just keeps on going. It doesn't rev as high. A lot of people like revving high, but sometimes revving high is not always good. In this case here, the GT500 would definitely have the advantage on this too. But yeah, this is pretty cool to see. This is again in standard configuration. And then this is the SAE configuration for all those technical guys out there. But yeah, the GT500 completely dominates the GT350. So that finishes up with the 2020 Shelby GT500. I don't think I've ever seen a 2020 Shelby GT500 get 717 rear wheel horsepower. Again, this is on 91 octane gas here in California. That is absolutely insane for a bone stock. No tune, we're gonna go ahead and tune it next time. But that is completely insane for a stock 2020 Shelby Gt500, as well as you guys saw the comparison with the 350, and the 500 just completely annihilates it. So that's all the videos we have here for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the bone stock 2020 Shelby Gt500. These were the results. We're gonna go ahead and do some more fun videos later on. The next time that we are gonna see this 2020 Shelby Gt500, we are gonna go ahead and completely full send it here, see what we can max out with the stock supercharger, as well as some other upgrades like the Kenne booster pump and maybe some injectors and E85. That's gonna be super fun to come. So make sure you guys subscribe down below. Also give it a big thumbs up. We did hit the goal for over 20,000 likes on the previous one through YouTube and TikTok and Instagram together. So everything is completely good to send this to the limits.